Howdy doody, buckaroonies. Happy Wednesday. Let's make sure we got audio. Looks like we are all here and happy. The bot finally showed up. About time. I've been trying to get this stupid bot working like all afternoon, so that's been super fun. So, let's see. We got sound? Yay. All right. Howdy doody, buckaroonies. Welcome to the first Wednesday stream. Wednesday is my new streaming day. Today's stream is brought to you by my patrons. I just started my Patreon thingy, and after a little bit of deliberation and whatever, we decided to keep streams public. So that's pretty cool. If you want to join my patron thingy, you can join that with the link down in the description. And yeah, so this is Wednesday stream, and today we're going to be checking out plugins from Bliss, a new-ish manufacturer in the plugin game. So Bliss originally released a bunch of stuff for iOS, and now they make some plugins for desktop. So that's what we're going to be exploring here today. Bliss got in touch with me a while ago, and I couldn't really think of like a full video to do about these, so I wanted to keep it for a stream, and that's what we're going to be playing with today. So we're also going to be doing a giveaway. If you want to join the giveaway, you can join my Discord with the link from the bot that keeps spamming it for some reason. Nightbot really needs to chill. And yeah, I'm going to make that public right about now. If you join my Discord, you can go to the Bliss giveaway chat, and there is a little emoji of a party hat in there. You can react by clicking that, and that will automatically enter you to win. Bliss have generously offered to provide 3 winners, so you can win a plugin of your choice. The available plugins, in case you are wondering, for desktop are the Reverb, the Chorus, the Delay, the Shimmer Reverb, the Slow Machine, and Granulizer. So those are all the ones that are available for desktop. The rest are available for iOS, and I assume they'd be fine with giving you one of those if you choose to have one of those instead. So yeah, join my Discord to enter for the giveaway with the link in the description, and let's start checking some of this out, shall we? Looks like my chat is busted on my phone again. Sorry about that. Let's try and get that working, and then just kind of have a quick peek. Yeah, my chat is completely broken on my phone, so that's dope. Let's have kind of a quick look at some of these plugins really fast. So here we are, Bliss. What have we got? Plugins. The Alpha Synthesizer, Delay, Chorus, Compressor, Filter, Flanger, Granulizer, Groovebox, Motion EQ, Motion Effects, Phaser, Reverb, Saturator, Shimmer, Sidekick, and Slow Machine. So the ones we've got here today... Oh, not the Groovebox. The Granular, Reverb, Shimmer, and Slow Machine. So Bliss Delay is I guess kind of like a pretty straightforward digital delay. I haven't messed with it all that much, to be honest. This is what it looks like. The Bliss chorus is a up to 4-voice chorus with some fine-tuning controls. The Granulizer is pretty cool. This is a granular plugin. It's not a granular delay, though, which I will say I really do wish this had a feedback control to make like a granular delay thing. But one of the unique aspects of this is it actually has 4 input buses. So you can actually have up to 4 signals feeding into a single instance of the plugin through sidechain, if your DAW supports multiple sidechain inputs. So that's kind of neat. The reverb is a reverb. That's pretty much it. Shimmer is a Shimmer Reverb, as you probably guessed. This has 2 pitch shifters, so that's kind of fun. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the reverb, just it does pitch shifting stuff. And the Slow Machine, this is a tape stop effect slash, it can be kind of like halftime, or it can be kind of like gross beat, somewhere kind of in between that stuff. So those are the plugins that are available for desktop, and these are what we're going to be playing with here today. So with all that said, I'm going to get rid of my taskbar here. Hopefully the bot is working. I am so curious as to why I cannot see chat on my phone right now. Don't know what's up with that. Anyways, yeah, so let's kind of roll with something. So I have cooked up a session here using a couple of the Bliss plugins, and I wanted to just work on a track for a little bit with you guys. And we'll kind of just blay ass, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to be playing with this. I guess I'm just going to let this play, and I'll break down some of the stuff I've done so far, and then we're just going to continue on and use the Bliss stuff along the way. YouTube or only in Discord? Yeah, you can chat here. It looks like it's up on my phone now, so feel free to chat in YouTube. If you want to enter the giveaway, though, the giveaway is in my Discord. So let's give this a play and see where we're at. Get ready for liftoff. Cool. So that's kind of where we're at right now. And that's what we're going to continue on here with and start doing some things too. Yeah, so yeah, LA Winter, Sleep Twitch, Scorpio, Tommy, Jack Potter, Michael Bryant, what's up? Gnome, Jay Gills, Alexander Merrick, hope I'm saying that right. Thank you. Yeah, lots of people showing up today, so right on. Yeah, so for those of you just joining, this is the first weekly patron stream brought to you by my patrons. If you want to join my patron thing and get free Vital presets and samples, gonna do track reviews and stuff too, you can join that with the link into the description. Today we're focusing on BLEASS plugins, and I also have a giveaway for 3 winners. The winner gets to pick which plugin they would like. There's a couple of them available for desktop, but they do have a bunch available otherwise, and you can join that in my Discord. So one of the things I liked about this so far that I want to point out is actually this pad. I stole this idea from Solar Fields, as I steal like 98% of my ideas from Solar Fields. But basically what's cool about this is this pad is made pretty much exclusively by just kind of abusing the BLEASS plugins a lot. The pad itself is actually this. So that huge, like, shimmering atmosphere is actually just made from, like, I literally just randomly kind of, like, plunked some notes on a piano until it felt right. So first up, that goes into the Bliss Shimmer. 15 seconds, just going up an octave. This is routed in the feedback, so the feedback path of the reverb means that this is going to continually go up and up and up and up and up. So if I play a note, it goes like ba 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 ba. And if you put it in pre, it only shifts up 1 octave. And if you put it post, it's going to go up past the reverb. So that's a little more grainy sounding. But in the feedback path, you get this perpetually rising, shimmering thing. We can maybe up the size a bit as well. But it's a pretty decent sounding shimmer. Very smooth. It sounds a lot better than the initial versions they sent me, so they've done quite a bit of work to really refine this. And I will say, too, one thing I do want to point out before we get too carried away here is that these plugins are really cheap. Yeah, Slow Machine here is $15. I think pretty much all their plugins. This Shimmer Reverb is $14.99. Yeah, so $15 for the Shimmer Reverb. Seems like my mouse battery might be dying. $15 for the reverb. Granulizer is $30, so it's still pretty cheap. $15 for the chorus, and $15 for the delay. So that's the nice thing with these plugins, is they're very, very affordable. So the next stage of that pad is actually going into the Slow Machine here, and I'm using this as kind of a halftime effect, and I blended it up all the way, or most of the way here, about 88%. And that way, because of how these work, and mind you, my DSP isn't too strong, but basically it just slows down the audio buffer, so it actually darkens the sound, because it's like if you record at an ultra high sample rate, you can pitch it down really far and still keep the high end, but this can't do that. So by opening up the dry wet mix a little bit, it adds a lot more shimmeringness. So this is actually being automated, the dry and wet mix, and that's what creates this kind of moving shimmering thing that kind of goes on underneath the whole track. So to smooth that out, that goes into another reverb. Vibrant Tails, I think I tweaked the filter and some other settings here. If we ditch that side chain. So to make that even thicker and juicier, I ran that into the chorus. And we get this lovely wide pad. And then kilohertz gain just to bump that up. So all of that is from like drunkenly playing random notes of C minor. Turns into this really lovely texture. And then just a bit of EQ on that to dial it down. So that's kind of cool. So, I forget that it keeps doing that too. Every time I like pause it, it does that like thing, which is a little obnoxious. Yeah, what else have I done here so far? The bass. A little bit of chorus on it. Just makes it nice and wide and juicy sounding. This piano here has got the delay and the shimmer on it. I think I did the same with the ARP layer. These effects here have the Bliss Reverb on, just to create these cool transition things. What else have I done? I think I used... Yeah, on this this percussion loop in this second section, I also used the chorus just to make the percussion a little bit wider and thicken it out a little bit. So overall, pretty cool. Next up, I think I wanted to maybe bring in some leads here. I think, let's try and bring the delay on that. And then maybe we'll like goof around with the granulator. Okay, so let's add a little bit of frequency shifter. Just for some modulation. Tiny bit of, let's make it ping pong. How about that? That sounded pretty cool. Let's try the Granulizer on that. Because one of the cool things with the Granulizer is you can also change the pitch. So let's change that to like fifths. Maybe octaves. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's just randomize that a bit. And then maybe just a touch of the reverb on that. Doesn't need much. Okay. And let's make that just a little less wide, a little more drift. Okay, so let's maybe bring that in as a lead in this second section, or maybe throughout this middle part. Swinging into the next section. Something like that. Let's open up the filter. Okay, I think that sounds a bit more aggressive. That might work. I also have this rapid. Try something with that, but let's maybe get the Bliss Delay on there and try like some different presets or something. Maybe try a bit of shimmer. Why not? Okay, that's actually pretty legit. Let's try that. Maybe. I'm just liking that sound from Generate more. Let's maybe work back in the intro here and try and get a vibe going, because I got some sounds from Vital I want to try and use. Guess what is this? This is... yeah, this is one of them altitude pads. And I wanted to try that with the shimmer. So I'm going to back off the... I'm going to back off the drive on that. Let's try and just get a bit more texture in the beginning. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's do something with that. Maybe we'll work that in that mid section. I'm just trying to get that, like, undertone here. For those wondering, Amphitrite here. This is from my Vital Bank Altitude, which you can find in my store with the link in the description. Should be somewhere down there. So yeah, let's, then we need a new intro, because this intro, like, really sucks. We'll get there. Okay, let's roll back and get, like, just some shimmery textures here. And then we're going to work on that generate lead thing. I kind of like it without that piano pad there, maybe. That's almost kind of cool. Just for like a more minimal approach there. Okay, so then this next section... The chipmunk voice, what's going on? I think that works. That flows really nicely. Kalala, Generator is the most underrated synth. It is. Steve just wanted to say this track sounds so killer. Well, hey, thank you. I think it could sound more killer. I'm just trying to think, like, yeah, I want to work this lead in here. And kind of just see where it goes. Maybe under this section we'll have that rapid. Maybe. Let's get this lead cooking. Looks like Nightbot is broken. Okay. Something sort of like that. I'm not sure if I liked that last note, but we're getting there. And then let's maybe bring the piano shimmery thingy. See how that goes. It sounds like that's sort of out of sync here. The sample and hold sync should be set to retrigger, maybe? Oh, did I forget to link the Patreon in the Discord? Whoops. Void, thanks for tuning in. Maybe we'll bring this thing in here. That would be sick. That would be sick. Okay. 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, yeah, something nice and chunky. Let's try that. And transition thingy. I don't know. Maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll get there. Let's take some time here to maybe answer a couple quick questions. I know we got a lot of people watching, and I'm gonna see if I can't unbreak the stupid Nightbot. Like I said, I've been trying to get this stupid thing to work, and it doesn't seem like it works. I'm going to try a couple things real quick. Add a command. And then we'll answer some questions. I know I shouldn't be trying to fix my bot while I'm streaming, but this is my channel where everything is broken and jank. Let's see if that fixes it. What's that? My life's a mess. Hopefully that fixes the bot. We'll see. Let's give it the old testeroonie here. Yay! I think I fixed the bot. So that is my Patreon. Sorry about that. Okay, so what is going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Those of you that are just joining, this is my Wednesday stream brought to you by my patrons. If you want to join my Patreon to get vital presets, free samples, get feedback on your tracks, and other such things, you can join with the link. I have a weekly stream now every Wednesday brought to you by my patrons. This week's stream is all about Bliss plugins, which obviously by the title and the thumbnail of this video, you probably guessed that. So we are going to be kind of experimenting with these as we go here and work on this track. I'm gonna say, because I haven't messed with these all that much. I tested them out just to kind of like get familiar with the controls, but I haven't really had too much time with them to really kind of put them through their paces. And this is just pretty impressive, I'm gonna say. The the delay is maybe a bit bland, and I don't really think that's through a fault of their own, because I would guess, and mind you, I don't know that much about iOS production, but I would guess for like an iOS producer, these are really, really good. The reverb and the shimmer, I think, are pretty impressive. It's not the best reverb algorithm I've ever heard, but it is very smooth, and I think it lends itself very well to this type of style. And it's kind of a sound design utility. I mean, adding like some room to the snare, adding some space to the kind of transitional effects and other little things. It works really well for that. So for $15, I mean, I don't think I can fault that. And 30 for the Granulizer. And the Granulizer is pretty fun. Maybe we'll try something else with that here in a minute. Let's see what kind of questions we got here. Tovan, having a great stream. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. Mowgli, slow scale up with triangle wave. Maybe. I'm kind of thinking like some really fast, sparkly, arpeggiated thingies. Is the 8-track version worth it? Bitwig 8-track is pretty fun. I mean, it is only 8 tracks, and to be honest, it's probably going to make you want to buy the 16. But if you can do enough with 8 tracks, and especially maybe if you're just kind of getting started, 8 tracks should be more than enough. Alex Glimmer, finally back on Team Bitwig. Too good. Yeah, I have a hard time pulling myself away from Bitwig, except when I need certain tools that like Bitwig just doesn't do. Reason shits the bed with version 12. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for Reason 12. I'm very excited for Reason 12. Maybe not so much the DAW, just the plugin. I'll be very glad when I can actually see the Reason plugin on this big screen. I just got this really big new screen recently, and the Reason plugin on this is very, very difficult to read. Your bot sexually harassed me. Well, I mean, I didn't say it was appropriate. I said it was fixed. Did you learn piano growing up or just learn as you needed it? I actually learned it just kind of out of necessity. I've only been playing keys probably since around 2012, 2013. So not very, okay, I guess that is sort of a long time. That's like almost 10 years now. Man, I'm getting old. Yeah, I just kind of learned because I needed to. I never took any lessons or anything. I just try and practice regularly as much as I can, and I feel like I had enough kind of a music theory background, and I've been playing guitar for so long that it was very easy for me to translate, what I needed to do onto the piano. But it did take me a couple of years to actually become legitimately okay at playing the piano. I don't consider myself a proper pianist or anything by any means, but I can play, I'm in Ableton and loving Live 11. Curious about Bitwig. What general things are your favorite with Bitwig? I actually did a video pretty recently of like 15 beginner tips about Bitwig, if you want to check that out. I also did a video on Bitwig's official YouTube channel you can check out, where I kind of go through some of my favorite things and why I think Bitwig is really cool. When is the first feedback stream going to be? I'm going to aim probably next weekend at this point. I have another stream this weekend I'm not going to talk about yet. It's kind of a surprise thing. But probably next weekend is going to be the first patron track stream. So if you want to get feedback on your tracks, I'm going to be doing track feedback streams as part of my Patreon program. You can join that with the link. The Nightbot should spit it out here again eventually. So that'll be where we do track feedback. Any tips for making a bass rev without automation? Like a car rev, the thick, almost trap-like bass. I would probably have to hear an example. I'm not entirely sure what you're saying there. if you're talking about like distortion or something. Oh, I strictly use OP1. Yeah, so that should work. The box music behind me almost 10 years ago. Still on FL Studio. Yeah, that's a long time. Where did you get the dark theme for the Kilohertz plugins? I made that. Kilohertz has a very limited skinning thing, so I just used that to make my own skin for Kilohertz plugins. Bitwig 4, haven't tried it yet. Gonna try and download that this weekend, maybe. Cool, I think we're caught up on questions here. So I think we're gonna roll ahead with this and keep on doing stuff for a little bit here. Oh, there we go. Gotta hit the number pad, number lock thing. Okay, so what's going on here? Okay, so like what's going on here? I don't want to do this, but I need to do this. I just want to try that kind of groove there for a second. That doesn't totally work, but it's kind of close. So let's maybe grab the drums from the first section here, and I'm just gonna paste those over for now, and then we'll dink with that in a minute. So I think let's fill out this section with the pad and ARP layer. And then maybe on that ARPy thing, maybe we could bring the shimmer on that, or like the granulizer maybe. I don't know. Oh, let's fill that out with that vital pad too. Just to add a bit more dimension. Ooh, that's actually pretty tasty. Okay. And this is like a generate pad, right? Maybe we could kind of lay that in just to warm up kind of those low mids. Okay, I'm not totally feeling that. What's this? Oh, that's the other one. So let's maybe we'll bring the vital pad in underneath that. Okay. I kind of like that. What if we put slow machine on that? What would happen? Nah. Maybe the chorus? Is there like a... What if we like crank the feedback really high or something? That's kind of cool. If we made it more metallic. The sequencer in slow machine. Yeah, maybe we could do something with that. I want this to be a little more interesting than like the generic Sybient ARP thing. Stutter Island, sure. What does this do? So is that just like a... How about... How about that? Let's try that, and then let's put the delay after that. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work, but maybe we could do something with like the percussion in that, because I feel like on a tonal source that would be cool if you were doing kind of like some lo-fi bouncy hip-hop or something, but on this it just feels a little weird. Okay, and then maybe we could bring in something else here. Maybe we'll bring in that like sine wave-ish ARP, and then we'll kind of roll to the outro here. Ooh, that's really cool. That's actually really, really cool. So let's do something with that and just kind of cut that. Okay, and then I think we're done. Make an outro. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And then... yeah, like an outro, and then I think we're done. Maybe we'll bring this plucky dude on top of it here. Maybe. What about this pad? Okay. Okay, and then let's do some piano tech to cap it off here. And then see if we can't work in some Bliss stuff for the sake of trying. Maybe a chorus on the snare might sound kind of nice. And I want to tweak that snare reverb a little bit. Yay! All right. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's try and tweak that snare reverb a little bit. Because what all is going on here? Because I think I just, yeah, it looks like I have it on just one snare layer. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Is there something else we could work in some Blissy things? What is, it's got some reverb on those effects. What is this generate doing? Maybe a touch of reverb on that. Smooth things out a little, like a 5-second reverb. That's getting a bit yucky. Ooh, yep. There it is. Okay. This rapid. I think I'm kind of good with that one as it is. Cool. I think let's just throw a vintage warmer on it and call it done. Yeah, I can't say I have any complaints about that. All right, give me a track, and then let's answer some questions and call it a night. So, cool. By the way, if you want to join the giveaway for Bliss plugins, I've got 3 licenses to give away. The winner gets to choose whatever plugin they want. You could join that in my Discord. The link will be in the description. The Nightbot will probably throw it up constantly, and one of the moderators will probably post it as well. You can join my Discord and go to the Bliss giveaway room here. Looks like this, and you can click this little party hat doodah to automatically enter yourself in to win, and that ends in tomorrow at 2:55 p.m. Central Time, so you have until then to enter. And yeah, you can get the Delay, Granulizer, Reverb, Chorus, Shimmer, or Slow Machine for, I believe, both Mac and PC, and then if you have an iPad and you do iOS-related production, I'm sure they'd be happy to give you a license for one of their other plugins that is only available for iOS, at least for the time being. So, with that, let's give this a listen and see where we're at. Oh yeah. The intro is terrible. I forgot about that. Let's skip ahead here to the not terrible part. Needs like an impact transition there. Man, that bass groove is nice. Gonna need to work on like the fade outs here. All right, and that's a wrap. Pretty all right. I can't say I have too many complaints about these plugins. I mean, they do what you would think that they do. Yeah, like I said, the delay, maybe not the most thrilling delay ever, but it's very functional. The interfaces are really cool. I like how they all like gel together so nicely. You can tell that they were designed for like a touchscreen though, but pretty cool. Yeah, I think the reverbs in particular are probably the standouts for me. The chorus is kind of fun. I like that you can crank the chorus feedback really high and kind of get some interesting stuff going on there. Speaking of, let's maybe try that on that snare real quick. I want to see if I can get kind of a metal ping to the snare with like a really high feedback. And then I'm going to need to change my mouse batteries apparently. just like on that noisy snare, and just get a really, really ridiculous feedback. That's almost what I want. Maybe that. Let's try that. Yeah. Now that really kind of smacks through. This is a little too crunchy. Neat. So, I guess with that, I think we're kind of done here. I mean, that worked and did everything I expected it to do. So, if you have questions about the plugins and want to see some stuff in more detail, now is probably the time. If you want to check out BLEASS plugins and like all the details and stuff, it is bliss.com. I'm going to drop that in the chat here. That is where you can find all of the plugins. The currently available plugins for desktop are the Delay, the Chorus, the Granulizer, the Reverb, the Shimmer Reverb, and the Slow Machine. All of the others are iOS only, but I don't really know if they're going to come to desktop later on. I assume maybe that's the direction they're going, but I suppose we'll see. Other than that, if you want to join the giveaway, you can join my Discord with the link in the description or with the robot or whatever, and you can join in to enter to win. I've got 3 licenses to give away of BLEASS plugins. You get to choose whichever one you want. If you want one of the ones that's available for desktop, you can get that. Otherwise, I'm sure they would give you one for iOS if you have some kind of iPad thing. For those of you joining, this stream is part of my new weekly stream thing, which is from my like channel community Patreon type thingy I just launched. I know Rabbits is having a fit in the chat about that a little bit. So to clarify, it is not actually Patreon. I use my own site because it has no fees, which means that if you try to support the channel, you are actually supporting the channel. So that is what that is. Patreon is just to illustrate a concept. I think it's kind of a generic term like Band-Aid. So hopefully that throws it down, but you can leave anytime you would like. Anyways, that is the new Wednesday stream format. So this was fun. Yeah, you know, for $15 a pop, I think you're kind of hard to go wrong. The delay and the chorus might be something you could probably do in your DAW already, but the Shimmer, the Reverb, and I guess Slow Machine. I don't know of a DAW besides FL that comes with like a Slow Machine equivalent. So let's jump in here. I know someone was asking about the Shimmer. Love how animated some of the plugins are. Yeah, I really like these interfaces. Like I said, I like that they're really unified. Like you can tell that they really thought through the colors and stuff. The granular plugin, Howard Yermish, I think I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, let's take a quick look at that one. Let's get something up here. Let's just get the piano tech like kalimba. Cool, and let's get rid of the reverb on this. Oh, there is no reverb on it. Okay, anyways, the Granulizer. So BLEASS Granulizer is a 4-input granulizer, I guess is what I would call it. It is not a granular delay, so it's not similar to something like Ableton's grain delay. This is simply a granular effect, so it reads the audio buffer and spits out little grains after the fact, which is what these little like, I don't know, space dots, I guess. I don't know what you want to call them. The little like animated lines here, that's what they represent. So the density would be how many grains it's generating. You can sync this up based on the tempo, so you can have kind of like a tempo-based granular thing, which is fun. But let's just play with it here. So right now, 100% dry. You get the idea. If we blend that in 50-50, you can hear those little grains. They're kind of random and moving. Let's increase the offset. Maybe increase the size here of each grain and the randomization. So the die next to each parameter represents the randomization of that parameter. So this is going to randomize the grain size by a range of 338 milliseconds is my understanding. So we could randomize the panning, which makes things really wide. Randomize the volume of each grain. There's a filter, so we have a high pass and low pass. There's no LFO for that, unfortunately, but in Bitwig you could tie an LFO to that for some fun, weird stuff. The grain shape here, you can randomize. Warmth is like a saturator, which, to my understanding, is almost intended to be used as a compressor to some degree, because saturation and compression, well, distortion and compression rather, are pretty much the same thing, just a little bit different. So the warmth just kind of helps you like level things out. Over here we have the reverse option. So at 50-50 here, you can see some lines are going away and some lines are coming towards you. So this is some grains being reversed. Or we could have all of them be reversed. Then finally there's the tune, so we can randomize the tuning. So this is in fine tune mode. A little more spacey. Almost like a chorus, but we could do something like a major chord. So that's just one note. We could do a fifth. Octave. We could increase that all the way. Get some really crazy stuff. So that's the granular plugin. There are 4 input buses, so you can use sidechain inputs to feed other sounds into this plugin. If your DAW supports more than 1 sidechain input, you can have up to 4. So you could have 1 instance of Bliss Granulizer on, you know, like your piano or pad or pluck or whatever, but using the sidechain functionality, you could pipe in up to 3 other sources into 1 instance of that. And if you do that, the interface starts to look really kind of cool and rainbowy. So that is the Granulizer. Which one did the octave up thing? Michael Bryant. That would be the Shimmer Reverb. Or this. So this can also do an octave effect. The Shimmer Reverb is this guy. There's 2 pitch shifters, so we could actually tune 1 up, like let's say a fifth. So 7 semitones, and 1 up an octave. Let's get rid of that reverb and we can just hear the pitch shifters. So we can route the pitch shifters pre, which means it's only going to go up 1 octave. And this is going to be before the feedback path of the reverb. Post is going to be after the feedback path of the reverb, or maybe post reverb. So there, you can hear the delays because we have the delay time here. So this creates kind of a pseudo granular thing. You can hear those kind of little clicky bits, and then it's got the reverb on it. So this goes up to 30 seconds. If we increase the size and maybe make a really slow mod rate with a big amount, we can make some very spacey things. This is more or less what Valhalla Shimmer does, but it's just a different algorithm. I don't really know how it compares to Valhalla Shimmer. I've never used Valhalla Shimmer. I've just watched like videos about it, but I have the Eventide Shimmer, and the Eventide reverb algorithm is maybe a bit smoother to me, but the pitch shifting functionality is the same in both of them. But yeah, so with this, if we put this in the feedback path, that means those grains are going to continuously cycle up an octave and up a fifth, respectively. So if we make that 100% wet, we could just play like a nice chord here. You can get some pretty intense things going on from that. So with something maybe a bit more sensible, you know, you can make some nice kind of granular pads or whatever. So that's kind of fun to just take that, bounce it out, and resample. No affiliate link. No, I do not have an affiliate link. I do have the giveaway, though. But maybe I'll try and talk to them about doing something with that if they have that. Could you use them with your M1 Mac then? That is a very good question, Martin. I don't know. System requirements. Including Mac and M1 processors. So, yeah. I guess so. Oh, and then the desktop plugin bundle. I didn't know they did that. $40. That looks like that includes Reverb, Shimmer. I don't know what else that has in there. Oh, and Delay. That's what that one is. So $40 gets you Reverb, Shimmer, Chorus, and Delay. So that's all the desktop ones except the Granulizer, right? And Slow Machine. So for desktop right now, there's Delay, Chorus, Granulizer, Reverb, Shimmer, and Slow Machine. I don't know if there's a bundle that includes everything. Does not look like it. So this is the desktop options right now. Nailing pronunciation of the last name. Well, good. What Granulizer can do on drums? Sure. Let's have a crack at that, shall we? Let's just do like a tempo synced thing. So I'm just gonna loop maybe this section. For now, I'm gonna disable the other like glitchy stuff just so we can purely hear what this is doing. I think that's everything. Okay, so we can only go down to 3 milliseconds. Ooh. Lord. Okay, and then can I modulate the cutoff of that? Nope. I guess I can't modulate the cutoff with that. Darn. So I guess that would be... You could do some kind of glitchy stuff. Mostly like, you know, take that and just like goof with it and then sample some stuff. Let's try some tempo synced granular stuff though. Let's try pitch shifting these. Whoa. Wow. Oh, God. Some of those get really loud. Yeah, man, I wish they would make this automatable. That's pretty fun, though. So you could kind of like But I bet on top of all the other, like, glitchy stuff I've got here, this would get really insane. So that, I guess that's what you could do on drums. So the tempo synced mode would probably be more useful, but outside of that, you could definitely get some super crunchy, glitchy textures and stuff. Could you put a guitar through it? Michael Bryant, put a guitar through what exactly? If you can clarify. I might have some guitar loops, or I guess I could plug in a guitar. Have any good tips for making pads under piano? I mean, I guess kind of what I did in this track would work. So I've got my main piano here. So that's got this delay and shimmer on it, which that alone effectively creates a pad by way of the reverb and delay tails. But I layered that with an arpeggiated plucky synth thingy. So that's just some sine waves, or a square wave, like a filtered square. So if you combine those together, that's pretty much how you can make pads and stuff. Otherwise, another kind of favorite technique of mine, I'll just take a synth pad under the piano. So like this one I got, this is from my Vital bank called Altitude, which is on my website store. So making a synth pad, really just take a long attack envelope, you know, make it really long and slow, add some filtering. So by pairing those two together, we've got pretty much like every church worship thing. You know, that's pretty much all there is to it. Shimmer and Granulizer seem like a pretty cool 1-2 punch. Yeah, totally. I think those two are... The Shimmer and Reverb, I mean, the Shimmer and Reverb are more or less kind of the same plugin. Because you could just use... you could just use the reverb aspect of the Shimmer like this. Let's get rid of that delay, actually, for a second. So you could just use the reverb here. And then you could bring in the pitch shifter. So there is that too. Is Slow Machine any good? Never heard of it. I mean, I think it's kind of fun. I used it to create this pad. This like shimmery, it almost sounds like a wave sequencer. So I'm using a Slow Machine here just to like cut that by 1/3 and then play it underneath. And then as you can see, I'm automating the dry and wet to bring out the amount of like high end, because slowing down the audio buffer at this sample rate means it gets progressively darker. So it almost acts like a filter in a way. Other than that, I mean, I could see like if I was making some, kind of like I said earlier, like, you know, some like lo-fi super bouncy hip hop that would benefit from like a lot of tape stop things and, you know, things like that. I mean, we could try it really quick. Let's try one of those sequence effects on the drums. You know, I mean, that's kind of fun. Like I said, using it on melodic content, I don't get it. I'm typically not a fan of these types of effects, so it's not something I really often use. But using it for like a halftime effect and kind of layering it in parallel can be pretty cool. And it's, you know, it's pretty cheap. So if you don't have a plugin that does something like this, I don't know that I can name another like halftime effect that's cheaper. Well, Cable Guy's halftime maybe. I think they might be around the same price. The Slow Machine is $15, and Cable Guy's halftime is $12. Okay, so but Cable Guy's halftime doesn't do that like sequencer thing, and this I could see being beneficial for like, you know, maybe some EDM stuff, some like groovy bouncy hip hop, or just, you know, getting super weird with. So there is that. Let's see if I got any other questions here. A guitar through Shimmer and Granulator. Actually, you know what we can do is grab let's just get Strum. I mean, that'll more or less be a similar thing because I don't have any good amp plugins right now. So I would hook up my guitar, but okay, so Granulator. Let's do maybe fifths. Make them nice and long. Maybe reverse a couple. I don't know. Let's filter that a little bit. Cool. And again, I wish that had a feedback control. It'd be so cool to get like some granular delays. I feel like that'd be really, really useful for $15 especially. Like, I mean, that'd be ridiculous. Okay, and then through a shimmer, let's do just the default here and just crank that Soldier Boy. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold the phone. Okay, so that's actually kind of cool. That is actually pretty legit. Okay. Give me a fifth on top of that, though. And then give me a... Okay, that is beautiful. Wow. And that is just going through Shimmer and Granulator. Or Granulizer, rather. Man, that is legit. Let's brighten up that shimmer. Damn. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that is very neat. That is actually pretty cool. Let's see, any other questions and stuff? Some micro tuning interest. Yeah, I mean, some little movements and stuff would be nice, or some like tape plugins there. So, I guess that's gonna be it. I will leave the floor open for any other questions. So, once again, for those of you recently joining, this is my new Wednesday stream thing. I will be streaming on Wednesdays. This is brought to you by my channel community. I just launched a Patreon thingy, like last week. So if you want to join that, you can join with the link that the robot will throw out here. It is not through Patreon, I'll say that once again, but it is a Patreon type program thingy that I started, so that exists. That will also have free Vital presets, samples, track feedback streams. You'll get to see kind of like what's coming up on the channel and all that kind of stuff, so that's what's going on there. This stream was all about BLEASS plugins, as you could probably tell by the title and the thumbnail. So that is what we did. We finished out a track and used a bunch of the BLEASS stuff to make some cool sounds. I can't say I have too many complaints. Again, I think, like I said, my summary is that the delay and the chorus are kind of... They are a delay and a chorus, but the reverbs and the granular plugin, pretty cool. Slow Machine, I could see it being useful. Probably not my cup of bourbon or whatever, but it is cool. And, you know, it made that pad thing really nice just to have that kind of slow morphing woozy texture underneath. So, I mean, as a sound design utility, pretty good. And then it's got that cool sequencer thing. So if you want to do some like sequenced tape stoppy thingies, there you go. So yeah, I guess we'll leave the floor open for any other questions. Oh, and I'm doing a giveaway. If you want to win one of the BLEASS plugins, you can join my Discord with the link in the description, or the link that the robot throws up periodically, or the moderators throw up periodically. If you join my Discord, you can go to the BLEASS giveaway. That will last for another like 24 hours or thereabouts. And you can enter to win. I have 3 licenses to give away. If you win, you get to pick whatever plugin you want. The currently available plugins, once again, are the delay, the chorus, the granulizer, the reverb, the shimmer, and the slow machine, which is everything we used here tonight. They do make a bunch of other plugins, but they are exclusive to iOS, at least for the time being. So if you are an iOS producer, I'm sure they would be happy to give you a license for one of those if you would prefer that. And like I said earlier, they make a bunch of other plugins. I don't know if they're going to come to desktop anytime soon. I assume that's what they're probably going to start doing, but yeah, that's the spiel. Have you heard of Chords of Orion ambient guitar? I have heard of Chords of Orion. I've actually watched a couple of his videos a few times. Not that, like, I mean, I've learned a couple things from his channel, but I just kind of like his style. He just seems like a really cool guy. So yeah, no, Chords of Orion's a great channel if you haven't checked it out. Shimmer and Granulizer Gold. Yeah, no, they're pretty dope. Yeah, I can't complain about those ones too much. Like I said, I really do hope that they add a feedback control to Granulizer, because that would be super neat to get some like grain delay thingies going on. Or maybe just like jump in and do a separate plugin that's like Granulizer, but it is like a proper granular delay, you know? Like that would be kind of cool. Yeah, so we'll leave the floor open here for a couple more minutes. I wanted to try and keep this to about an hour and a half. And we're now out of time, and it looks like people are ducking out anyway. So that wraps everything up. I guess we'll leave it for a few more minutes if anyone's got questions. In the meantime, should we take one more listen to this track? Just to hear, like, the final product? I'll leave that up to you if you want to hear it one more time. I guess in the meantime, while we wait for some questions, I will queue up the sad boy ambient piano stuff. So we'll give this a couple minutes for questions. That Fab Filter's doing their summer sale. Do you think Pro MB is worth it compared to other companies' multiband compressors? I mean, Pro MB is a pretty industry standard thing, I'd say. If it's on sale and it's a good price, I don't see the risk in it. Can you map the controls? Yes, most of them. I'm not going to go through every single plugin, because that would take like way too long. But yeah, most of the plugin parameters will respond for automation. Let's just open up a couple of them here. So this Granulizer, you can see the controls here. This top control will change based on something that's modulatable. So density, offset, forward and backward, the range, the warmth. So pretty much every parameter here can be targeted. You just can't target the filter, it looks like. You can toggle it on and off, but it doesn't look like you can automate the cutoff. The Shimmer is another example here. We can control even the pitch if you wanted to automate the pitch. You can automate the filter on this one. That's interesting. Length. Yeah, I mean, it looks like pretty much everything can be automated except for just a couple random things that can't be automated for some reason. Thoughts on Iris 2? If you can get it for free or for super cheap and you're into sound design, it's fun. It's not really super fun as like a thing to use in a session. It's very, very CPU intensive, but it's awesome for generating like atmospheres and stuff. I've used it a couple times for a trailer library I'm doing, just to make some like background horror drones and whatnot. So we'll leave this open for like 3 more minutes. Ambient piano time while we wait for any final questions. Again, giveaway, Discord. Join Discord, giveaway. We'll bring it on home here and answer any other questions. Yay! All right. Are the other streams going to be patron only? All streams are going to be public. Feedback streams, you have to be part of the community thing to submit, but I will make those public while I am doing them, so everyone can join in and listen to your tracks, but you have to be part of the community thing in order to submit for those. I may do some exclusive ones in the future. I just kind of have like, you know, to be determined. I got to figure out some details on exactly how I'm going to do that. Great stream and demos. Well, hey, Michael Bryan, glad you enjoyed it, man. Any other sound design worthy synths? I mean, Vital, you know, you can do a ton of stuff with Vital. Phase Plant. is pretty ridiculous. I mean, probably phase plant. If you can't do it in phase plant, I don't know. There's a handful of other things. Phase plant, Falcon. Those are probably two of the most like sound design friendly synths. I would say those are probably the only two you need if you want to do a bunch of sound design things. Howard, thanks for the hang. Hey, no problem. Thanks for tuning in. Love the look of the new studio. Thank you. I think I'm going to do kind of a studio tour video thing at some point, because I get asked about like how I make YouTube videos a lot. So I wanted to do a video just kind of showing the setup and going through some more of the details and whatnot. And then, you know, kind of like show how the behind the scenes, like the making of a YouTube video. Oh yeah, Parawave Rapid is really, really good too. I use it for sound design stuff a lot, but like for more like game, film, whatever sound design, Falcon, Faceplant probably. Any good plugin synths or advice designing auditory hallucinations on a horror game? I mean, you know, probably frequency shifters and granular things and spectral things and things that just sound weird. But, you know, don't underestimate the power of manipulating audio. You know, just taking audio and stretching it out a bunch and screwing with it, it can be fun. You know, bit crushers and little things. I find more often than not, a lot of that stuff kind of comes down to like just experimenting with a lot of weird processing chains and seeing what happens. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go with like frequency shifters and granular stuff. You said in your studio reveal that you do sound design jobs. What companies or entities are they for? A lot of different places. I've got some like credits on my website too. I guess because part of it too, like I can't disclose that because contracts are kind of stupid. I mean, Applied Acoustics, I know I can say that. I've done presets with like PSP in places. I did stuff with Arturia. I just can't think of like what offhand I'm allowed to say I did. And, you know, I've done, I think I can say, I've done packs that are on like, you know, Splice and Loop Masters and all that kind of stuff. Done stuff with Vital, which is going to be coming out soon. I've done a bunch of other stuff with other companies, but I don't know how much I'm at liberty to disclose exactly. Which is why it's really hard to make sound design tutorials too, because I want to make videos about like the work I do, but I can't show that because like in the contract, you know, that would be like it's like a non-disclosure agreement, but it's also like a non-compete agreement. I can't give away what is considered trade secrets. And in some cases, I am bound to act as kind of like an agent of that place where I don't get my name on it. It's just released under their corporate name, and I can't say that I did that. So yeah. But, you know, I mean, that's just kind of what I do. And then I've done stuff with a couple sound agencies and like independent sample companies, sample banks, and there's another one with an S, but I can't remember it because it was a while ago. Fragment Audio did stuff with them. And yeah, a bunch of other like little sample companies that I honestly just can't remember the name of. But yeah, that's kind of the stuff I do. And then I've done some stuff. I'm sort of getting into it more with like trailer libraries and stuff like movie sound effects. I could play a couple of random ones here. I don't know that I'm at liberty to say who this is for. I can maybe play a couple of these really quick. These are kind of fun. So, you know, stuff like that for movie trailers and game trailers and stuff. But yeah, I don't know that I'm allowed to say like what that is or who that's for. The blue room is cool. The room is actually not blue. It's all gray. This is just a blue studio light back there that makes it blue. The rest of the room is actually this gray color. So that's more what it looks like. It just looks blue behind me because that's how I set up the lights. Oh, and then I got my cool plant in the background there. Opinions, bang for you about Kontakt libraries. I honestly don't know. I haven't used Kontakt in so long. I think some of the Native Instrument ones are a pretty good deal. They go on sale quite a bit, but I couldn't name any other ones offhand. I know Sound Iron. I've been wanting to do something with Sound Iron for a while, but I don't have the full version of Kontakt anymore. I got rid of my license for it because I never used it, and got tired of all the like stupid issues with Kontakt. But maybe if Kontakt goes on sale again, I'll get the new version, Kontakt 6, whatever, because I had Kontakt 5. And I wonder if 6 is maybe a bit more stable and friendly. And then I will probably do some stuff with some Kontakt libraries in the future. Ever punch a wall after a car test? I've been pretty close a few times. Helps some musicians too. I don't really do mixing and stuff. I do mastering every once in a while for people, but it's kind of like on a, you know, friend basis. And then I do the occasional mixing gig, but I don't really do that stuff anymore. And then I've done some stuff though where like people will contact me and say, hey, I really need some sounds, and I'll like fine, whatever, you know, as long as they can afford my time, I'll make the sounds for them. So I guess that's like ghost production sort of in a way. For the Bleass giveaway in the Discord, a certain amount of time, I usually leave it open for 72 hours for people to claim their prizes. Sound design jobs mostly from YouTube channel and you're following? More or less, yeah. You know, companies will find my YouTube videos and then contact me, and then I'll do stuff for them. And then, I mean, I think people would be surprised as well that like the music industry is a pretty small place. So typically after I do work with one company, you know, they might know somebody at another company, or they might, you know, their friend might run a sample library company or something. And then I'll, you know, hey, you know, my friend does this and they need this. Could you do that? Sure. Just a lot of networking, and then a lot of random gigs. Yeah, just come from YouTube. Let's see if there's any other questions. Are you running one-to-one sound design lessons? Not at the moment, but it is something I'm looking at doing. I was originally going to do a private stream this month, but I'm not sure that's going to happen anymore. In between the launch of the patron thing and the other stuff I've got going on this month, I'm just not sure it's realistic. But I'm going to start doing some private streams where it's only for like 30 people, probably max, and it'll be more of a lecture format where I'm going to go over like some ideas and concepts. One-on-one lessons is something I may do in the future. I just got to find a way to make that realistic. I just don't see a way where that's going to work out, you know, with my schedule and with my other stuff and, you know, people's time zones. I don't want to get up and do a private lesson at 3 in the morning. So, you know, if I'm going to do that, I want to make it fair, and I just don't see a realistic way to do that at the moment. So it looks like that's probably all the questions. So I think we're going to call it. So yeah, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed making some tunes here. This was pretty fun. The Bleass plugins are all available now. All the ones you saw today are out right now. You can check those out at Bleass, BLEASS.com. If you want to enter to win one of these plugins, you can join my Discord and go to the giveaway chat and enter to win there by reacting with the little party hat thingy. 3 winners. If you win, you get to pick which plugin you want. The available plugins are these ones. So the available plugins, we've got the Bliss Delay, the Chorus, the Granulizer, the Reverb, the Shimmer, and the Slow Machine. There is also the bundle. You cannot win this. You can only win one. But if you want to get the bundle of plugins, I guess that's on sale right now for $40. That includes Reverb, Shimmer, Chorus, and a Delay. Otherwise, most plugins are $15, except the Granulizer, which is $30, and the bundle, which is $40. So all pretty dang affordable all around. Infamous, just wondering, birthday increases any chance of winning the giveaway. Well, happy birthday, Infamous, if that is the case. How is it going, man? I don't know that that affects the bot, but maybe. You never know until you try, am I right? So, yeah, I think that pretty much does it. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to ask more questions or whatever, you can join my Discord. You can enter the giveaway there. Thank you to Bliss for hooking up the licenses for me and hooking up the giveaway. That's pretty exciting. And thank you to all my channel community members for making these streams possible and making these streams public for everybody. If you want to join that, you can find the link in the chat over here to the Buckaroony Babes page, and that's where you can join. You get vital presets, you get samples, you get track feedback things, you get other stuff, you get to see what's going on the channel, and all that good stuff. So that's it for me. Have a great rest of your evening. Happy Wednesday. I will see you guys next Wednesday for another stream. Not going to say what that's for yet, but if you join my fan club, patron, behind the scenes, OnlyFans, whatever, you can see what the next couple of streams are. So with that, have a great evening. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope this inspires you to get out there and make something awesome. Goodbye.